She just spotted mummy ducks hanging in the air. Wait, is this a pricing trap by the owner?
60块钱。
Even the ninja turtles are here selling turtles. 30 years of history, down in one shot.
哦哟，
Don't miss the natural power at the end. It's unexpected. Welcome to the wild world of a Chinese country market. We're exploring the Daji.
Hello everyone, I'm waiting.
Welcome back to the channel. In the central square of the market, you'll find some truly creative decorations. A giant full moon symbolizes a bountiful harvest, surrounded by golden stalks of wheat, apricot trees, and bundles of straw, perfectly capturing the spirit of this local farmer's market.
50块钱一只。
Morning spotted the first interesting stall, and they're selling something called mummy ducks. Now, don't let the nickname scare you. These are actually authentic Hangzhou-style soy sauce ducks. Fresh ducks are marinated in soy sauce and spices, then air-dried until the meat is firm and the skin turns a deep brown. It's this unique, dark appearance that earned them their funny nickname. These ducks have a rich, traditional flavor that many older locals come here specifically to find. Right next to the mummy ducks is a stall selling some very expensive little twigs. This is Dendrobium, a precious herb used in traditional medicine. The stems are long and thin with a faint, earthy fragrance. Traditionally, it is highly valued for its health-boosting and hydrating properties. At this stall, it sells for $63 per kilogram. At the next stall over, they're selling dried nuts. Morning found some pine nuts, which happened to be one of my favorites. We saw the number 10 on the price tag, but when we pulled the sign out, we both burst into laughter. It was actually 60. Alright, that's a bit pricey. The owner was busy packing hickory nuts for a customer. He was so determined to make the sale that he swore it was the lowest price he's ever offered, or else he wasn't even human. It's funny to see the lengths a vendor will go to, just to prove they're giving you a good deal. One customer wasn't quite convinced by the scale. She told the owner she was going to double-check the weight at the market management office, a clear warning for him not to try any tricks. In the end, she bought 4 jars of hickory nuts for $11.5. We moved on to the next stall to see what else we could find. Look at these. Fresh soft-shell turtles, and they're all still alive. Each basket has a different price in Chinese yuan, which converts to between $11 and $44 per kilogram. In China, soft-shell turtle is considered a premium, nourishing dish. The most classic way to enjoy it is in a slow-simmered soup with ginger and goji berries to bring out the freshness. It's cooked until it's so tender, it almost melts in your mouth. A bowl of this warm soup is incredibly comforting. Is it just me, or is anyone else getting major Donatella vibes from this vendor? Take a look at this stall. For all the meat lovers out there, this is absolute paradise. Everything here is cured. You've got sliced hams, Yuan-dried salted pork, and these shiny, deep red sausages priced at around $13.80 per kilo. Back in the day, before we had refrigerators, people had to deal with the damp, cold winters where fresh meat wouldn't last. To keep it edible for months, they'd salt, air dry, and smoke the pork. A traditional, natural way of preservation. The salt and soy sauce soak deep into the meat, and after drying, the fats become incredibly concentrated. It's also a symbol of the Lunar New Year. We used to say that, when the rows of cured pork started hanging from every balcony, you knew the New Year was around the corner. Nowadays, even with modern fridges, that unique, smoky fragrance remains the ultimate taste of home for the older generation. Morning found another fascinating stall, and honestly, you can't say you visited a Chinese market without experiencing these lively traditional setups. That crackling sound you hear is the secret to authentic salt-roasted walnuts. All that white powder is actually coarse sea salt. The owner says this is the old-school way of doing it. Salt distributes the heat perfectly, ensuring every walnut is roasted evenly without burning, and it really brings out that natural nutty aroma. Just then, Morning suddenly gave my arm a tug and told me to turn around quickly. Right behind us was a stall selling aged vinegar. Rows upon rows of dark traditional clay jars were lined up perfectly, giving off a real sense of history. The variety here is incredible. They have the classic original flavor, but also vinegars infused with red dates, sea buckthorn, mulberry, and even apple, each with its own unique fragrance. The most impressive part is that they actually have vinegar aged for 30 years. This kind of vinegar, slowly fermented in large jars, is worlds away from what you'd find in a typical supermarket. The most expensive variety here goes for about $75 per kilogram. Check out this guy. He's so bold that he just grabbed a sampling cup and downed the whole thing in one go. Most people just take a tiny sip to test the flavor, but his bottoms-up attitude is just legendary. The stall next door is selling dried longans, lychees, and some cured meats. The owner sounds a bit intense when she talks, but she's actually just very passionate while sharing cooking tips for the bacon with her customers. Oh my goodness! You won't believe what I found at this stall. It's power grass. And yes, it's exactly what you're thinking. After doing some research, I found out its official name is Tibetan Snow Ginseng. It's a traditional supplement that grows in high-altitude regions, usually over 3,000 meters above sea level. In folk tradition, it's known for boosting energy and vitality, which is how it earned its cheeky nickname. People use it in tea, soups, or even infused in wine. At this stall, it sells for about $1.40 a gram, with a single stalk costing around $40. Gentlemen, would you give this natural power a shot? Our market journey is far from over. In the next episode, we'll discover the Black Sea jelly, priced at $937 per kilo. You'll meet the crazy honey vendor, the stubborn boss, and generous locals offering free food to everyone. Plus, we tested out some products made by robots right in the middle of the market. Does a $3 buffet and $4 cruise actually exist? Is China really this cheap? Click here if you missed our last adventure. Subscribe and stay tuned. We're here to bring you a new surprise from China in every episode.